we still treasure the freedom that our fathers died for? Or are we so afraid that we are surrendering our hard-fought-for liberties without raising a whimper? Have you been fingerprinted yet? Is the scan of your face recorded so it can be recognized by a computer anywhere in the world? What should be done? We'll talk about it today on Politics and Religion.
Look, there are two things I don't discuss: politics and religion.
In my house, we don't talk about politics and we don't talk about religion.
I'll talk to you about anything except politics and religion.
I never talk about politics and religion.
Politics determines how we'll live here on earth. Religion determines how we'll live forever. I'm Irvin Baxter. I think it's time we talk about it.
Well, the big question today is, where are the lines? Where do you draw the line between security and infringement on liberty? Should there be any lines? Or should we get to the point where the government knows everything we say, everything we do? I mean, after all, you don't have anything to hide, right? Already, the mayor of Chicago has set a goal to have a camera on every single street corner in Chicago. Every single street corner. Watching you day and night. Watching everybody day and night. So, maybe that's what we need to keep the streets of Chicago safe. But is that where we want to live? Should there be a law against that? Should it be a crime to spy on people? Is that an invasion of privacy? Or is it okay as long as the government's the one that's doing it? Now, these are serious questions because within the last 20 years, we have seen an incredible invasion of privacy. There are two reasons we should be thinking about this today, is because the encroachment is galloping forward at breakneck speed. And secondly, there's a prophecy in the Bible that talks about a time when society will be placed under total control. And if you do not obey the authority, let's call him Big Brother for want of a better terminology. If you don't obey the authority, then you'll be a criminal. Now, let me read it to you from the Bible, first of all. You know, there's something wonderful, and that is the Bible is so revered, and the respect for it is so deeply ingrained that still, when you quote the Bible, it's hard for people just to laugh it off. There's a moral power to the Bible. So it's Revelation chapter number 13, verse number 15 beginning. And he, speaking of the false prophet, the Bible teaches that right before the second coming of Jesus Christ, there will be two leaders in the world. There will be a political leader and there will be a spiritual leader. It will be a coalition between politics and religion. You know, sort of like the name of this program, Politics and Religion. So this particular person is going to be a religious leader, but he will use his influence to support the authority of the political leader. And he, the false prophet, the spiritual leader, had power to give life unto the image of the beast, speaking of the political leader, the Antichrist, and his one world governmental system. And the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Now we're talking about a ruthless regime here, such as might be set up after World War III, when 1 out of 3 have died, when dissent is no longer to be tolerated, when any disagreement is considered a threat to the peace. So that's the kind of a situation we will be living in at the time, that he will cause as many as would not worship, give allegiance to the one world government, the Antichrist, that they should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell. Now, here's the control factor. We're going to make you have this. You're going to have to pledge this allegiance. You're going to have proof that you pledged allegiance, or you will not be able to participate in the economy. You won't be able to go to the grocery store, buy groceries. You will not be able to hold a job. You'll have to have this stamp of approval, whether it's a card or whether it's a number or what kind of a mark it is, whether it's a computer chip injected under your skin. Cannot tell you that for sure, except the Bible calls it a mark or a number or the mark of his name. And that if you don't have this, you'll not be permitted to hold a job. Now, there's a law presently being considered in Congress, a law which states that we're going to give everyone a national ID card here in the United States of America. And without this card, you will not be able to hold a job. Now, if you can't hold a job, you can't make any money, no money, you can't buy or sell. So we're presently considering a law that can actually implement this plan that was prophesied 2,000 years ago. Now, let me remind you that this plan was not even possible until not only the invention of the computer, but the birth of the Internet. And you do understand the Internet is a very, very young entity on this planet. I mean, 10 years ago, a mere 10 years ago, we did not have free access to the Internet. So this is all brand new developments, brand new technology, but it all is facilitating the fulfillment of this prophecy that was written 2,000 years ago. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, or 666. All of you have heard that number at some time in your life. So that's the prophecy. It paints a picture of a society under total surveillance, total control, controlling whether you can make a living or not, controlling whether you can feed your family or not, controlling whether you can hold a job, controlling your bank account, no doubt. Maybe even a cashless society set up so that cash won't even work anymore. Everything will be used for money. And, you know, we're moving toward that right now. In Greece, they passed a law a couple of months ago that as of January 1, any purchase over 1,500 euros will be illegal if it's done by cash. Everything's got to be done electronically. Why? They want to track it.